Hello, Team 4. Sharks, I present to you Team 4.
Hi, Sharks. Hello, Sharks. My name is Megan Outlaw. I am a therapist with Pasco Kids First, and I am here today to talk to you about an issue that impacts every single one of us, whether we notice it or not. Alice Walker said of entitling the great American novel, The Color Purple, that she chose that title because we don't often consider that the color purple is a color that occurs in nature. We think of browns, greens, maybe yellows and oranges, but if you look carefully, you begin to see the color purple everywhere. The same can be said for the abuse and neglect of children and domestic violence. And whether we think about it in our everyday lives or not, it is impacting every single one of us. You have interfaced with someone at some point in your day, today and every day, that has been directly impacted by this problem. It exists in our community, in our homes, and affects people's ability to achieve an education, self-sufficiency, a job, be a valuable employee, be someone you want to interface with on a daily basis. We impact that problem on 3 levels: prevention, identification, and intervention. I have with me staff members from each of our programs to speak to you more about what we do on all those levels. The prevention level is addressed by our Healthy Families team. And I'm going to turn it over now to some of our staff to talk to you about exactly how they serve our families.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Kiera, I'm the field supervisor, and I've been with Healthy Families for 15 and a half years. Healthy Families is a preventative program with voluntary services that we provide to families, that we have resource loans to go into the home on a weekly basis to provide parent-child interaction activities, to work with moms to reduce the incidence of child abuse and neglect. We work with the moms to connect them with medical providers and to ensure that the child has a safe home to play in. Our goal is to make sure that each child is connected to a medical provider. Each child has their immunizations updated by the time they're able to enroll with Head Start or even go to daycare. Our measures, we have measurable outcomes that are tracked through our database, and over the last 15 years, we've performed excellent outcomes. 2 years after completion of the program, we are at a 98% success rate of moms staying free from abuse and neglect. So we're really impacting lives every day that we serve when we go out and do home visits with the families.
Hi Sharks, my name is Michelle. I'm also Michelle Ward, and I'm a child protection specialist with the child protection team. And we provide an array of services to include physical and medical assessments for cases of suspected abuse and or neglect. We participate in multidisciplinary staffings to include players within the community. We conduct specialized interviews with children, forensic interviews with children. We educate, we try to bring awareness to our families, and at times, oftentimes, there needs to be intervention services for the family, and we do work with our community to make recommendations in those cases.
Can you tell me what the difference is between a forensic and a specialized? Is that what you called it?
Yes, ma'am. A forensic interview basically is a interview that's conducted with a child in a case of physical abuse or suspected sexual abuse, and it's an open-ended interview with a child, more of storytelling, non-leading, to try to discover more details about an alleged event that may have occurred.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sam York, and I'm one of the therapists with the intervention part of our program. We provide, once abuse has been identified, we provide intervention on the individual level, the family level, and sometimes on a group level. We provide that based on an efficacy-based, trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy that has shown great results. and a short time limited, so your investment is time limited. We stay between 3 months to 6 months for most of our clients. We also provide services to non-offending caregivers to hopefully prevent future abuse and get these children moved from a place of being a victim to a survivor so that they can again be a productive member of society as the family moves on.
So at Pasco Kids First, we're gonna talk a lot about your numbers and things that you wanna know, but the bottom line is we are saving lives. Lives of the individuals within the families in our community, lives of community members, lives of employees, lives of those who will go on to be entrepreneurs of their own businesses. And in that way, you can see that the return is really an investment in yourselves.
Tell me a little bit about how you would be accountable to me as a philanthropist if I, offered a substantial sum of money to your organization. What kind of accountability would you have to me? What would you be able to provide me in terms of ensuring that my investment was being used wisely?
We do track our outcomes, and we're responsible to all our funders for providing that information, how their dollars are used, and what the efficacy is of our services. So that would be extended to you as well.
We would also invite you to come out to our home visit.
What do you do with your clients that because of their economic situation are continuously moving from one place to another?
It is a challenge to provide services to folks who are moving a lot. We are able to serve both sides of the county, and that provides us a benefit in being able to serve folks either on the east or west sides. We know this is a really long county. However, investment from you would help us be able to serve those families better. Our Healthy Families team goes into the home so they can track folks that way as well.
If they move out of your service area, can you?
And they move out of our service area. We work with not only within our county with other service providers, but with other counties. Pasco Kids is well known, and we can reach out to those other counties and let them know that we have a family and connect them with the services there.
And how do you know they get connected?
We can do that follow-up. I wouldn't leave a family, technically close a case, if you will, until I know that they were connected with someone else, as in participating in that service.
You mentioned this is sort of a hidden problem at the outset. As a community member, how can you expect to engage me? How can I get excited about this?
We do community outreach. We do Family Fun Day every year. It's a very large event. I also sit on the Pasco Youth Initiative, where we have a lot of different committees trying to address affecting the needs of children in our community, so we're able to raise awareness through that. We do a lot of fundraising events, and that's another way to raise awareness. We also put that under the umbrella of safety. Safety is a word that is maybe easier to swallow, and we can bring folks in on the idea that we're here to keep families safe.
We also just started an advisory council, so you're more than welcome to come and join that as well.
If we choose to invest in you guys, how do you plan on spending that money wisely?
We have very little overhead, so the money that you provide to us goes directly into our services. Again, each of our programs providing that directly to the families.
Any questions?
Let me ask you how you, one more question. Let me ask you how you work with your community to achieve impact. How do you work with your community to achieve impact? Other providers or the community as a whole?
We partner with other providers. I would say from the therapy and trauma treatment is very specialized, and it can go unaddressed with other types of services. Children often are involved in behavioral services, targeting a specific behavior and interventions to decrease an unwanted behavior. However, we know that trauma really impacts the creation of these behaviors, and that without addressing that trauma, that behavior is not going to go anywhere. As Diane said, our service is time limited. Behavior services can tend to go on for some time, and that piece is unaddressed. So it's really important to us that other providers are aware that trauma a specialist that can help that kid resolve that, and they can return to that behavior service if needed, but oftentimes they don't need to return.